Hi and welcome to your practice. Today's class is a cannabis-supported yin yoga class to feel connected to your body and to calm down your nervous system. So this is a great class if you felt like you've been disconnected from your body for some time and you want to come back to feeling grounded and feeling safe. So we'll do that through yin yoga postures where we'll hold them for about 3 minutes at a time, and some down regulative breath work. And if you're new here, we tend to combine the grounding and relaxing qualities of cannabis with our yoga practice, but that's completely optional. If you're choosing to support your practice with cannabis today, go for an indica leaning strain, something that calms you down, something that makes you feel good and grounded in your body. And as for other yoga props, the only thing you'll really need is a block. I'm sitting on mine. If you don't have anything else, that's fine. If you do have extra things, you may want to use a block and a bolster and a blanket, but the bolster and blanket are completely optional. So grab everything that you need and meet me on your mat. So maybe you want to sit on top of your block as I am, just bringing the hips a little bit higher than the knees so that this feels a bit more comfortable and sustainable to sit. And once you find that place, you can have your cannabis nearby if you'll be consuming it today, and let your hands rest on your lap, closing down your eyes if you feel comfortable doing so. Otherwise, just gazing very low, just beyond the tip of your nose. Take a big inhale, filling up your belly and chest and bringing your shoulders to your ears. Exhale out of your mouth, let your shoulders drop. Again, nice big breath in, shoulders up, cleansing breath out. Big breath in, cleansing breath out. Big breath in, letting everything go. One more time, take the biggest inhale that you've taken all day. And the deepest sigh out. Just letting the weight of your body go. Letting the weight of yesterday go, or even a few moments before this one. Bringing all of your awareness exactly where your body is. Finding your natural breath in and out through your nose. And from this grounded place, you can go ahead and incorporate cannabis into your practice, just taking a moment first, maybe if you have a joint or something that you can hold in your hand, and you can bring the cannabis to your heart, inviting this plant medicine into your practice as a teacher and guide instead of an escape. Inviting the cannabis to be a bridge back home to yourself, back to your breath, back to the home of your body. And from this place, take an intentional toke of your cannabis, and trust me, usually 1 or 2 will do perfectly fine here. And as you inhale, taking the cannabis into your lungs, do that same yogic breath, taking a full breath into the belly, ribs and chest, and then let it go. If you're choosing not to consume cannabis, you can just breathe deeply. And when you feel complete, put your cannabis aside and let's move into our first posture. It's moving in slow motion, there's absolutely no rush. And we're going to take a seated butterfly pose. Let's make sure you're sitting up nice and tall. If you have a blanket, you may want to sit on the edge of it. Then bring the soles of your feet together. Knees splay open. Just find a place that feels like your legs can rest. Closing down the eyes again. Noticing the immediate grounding and relaxing qualities of the cannabis as it starts to make its way into your system. And we'll guide this calming and activation of the parasympathetic nervous system with a down regulative breath. And what we'll do is inhale for a count of 4 and exhale for a count of 6. Doing whatever you can with ease. Take a normal breath in. Normal breath out. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last time. And exhale. You can roll the spine forward, bringing your butterfly pose into a fold, extending the arms, letting the palms face up. Round your spine, draw your chin to your chest. Feeling your breath rise into your back body. As you exhale, your shoulders and jaw relax. coming back to noticing that breath that's always rising and falling at all moments of our lives, but we hardly notice it. But when you stop and notice, your breath starts to slow down. Creating an inner landscape that's calm and grounded. And we're prepared to come up here. As you inhale, just roll up one vertebrae at a time. Embracing slowness. We're always running around, busying ourselves, so invite yourself to do the opposite here. Your neck and head come up very last. And you can bring your knees together. Making your way to half butterfly with the right leg extended. So you'll bring that right leg out to the side, left leg in. Again, sitting on a blanket here might feel extra supportive, just bringing the hips a bit higher. And oftentimes when we do folds, we want to reach really far away from ourselves and make sure the spine is very long. But in yin yoga, we like the spine to be a little bit more rounded. So it's not about how far you go or how deep you go, it's about how you go. So you can lower down and check in with your body here. Take advantage of that heightened sense of awareness from the cannabis of what's going on in your legs, in your spine, in your neck, and then adjust accordingly. And when you find a place that feels sustainable, invite yourself to relax there. Tracing your breath as you inhale and as you exhale. There's nothing else that you need to do here. And although it may not look as though you're doing very much, your body and mind and spirit are reaping a lot of benefits just from simply being. Being your in-breath, being your out-breath. After some time, you may notice that a little part of your body gives way and you slip a little bit deeper into the pose. It might be imperceptible to the eye, but you can feel it in your body. Preparing to come up, taking care as you slowly rise. And then switch sides, bring the right leg in and the left leg out. Your toes might want to be more engaged, they might want to collapse inwards. It's really up to what feels the most comfortable for your anatomy. And this is a brand new side, so let go of what happened on the right side. We're not equally and evenly open through both sides of the body. So maybe you find that one side is a little tighter or more open than the other. My left side is definitely a lot tighter. So for me, I'm gonna start off a little bit higher. Invite yourself to meet your edge, where you feel like you're about 80% into the pose. And with the time that we spend here, by the end of it, you might reach 100% in the pose. But you don't need to force yourself. You don't need to strive. We get the most benefits in Yin Yoga when we invite ourselves to just let go and be soft. Five more breaths here. If your mind's been wandering most or all of this time, that's perfectly fine and normal. Our minds are made for planning and keeping us safe, so whenever you notice the mind wandering, you can always just invite your awareness back to your breath without judgment. Slowly coming up. Bringing the left leg in. And let's make our way to a caterpillar pose. So folding again, but with both legs extended straight down the center. So again, with forward folds, we tend to make them really active and flex the feet and really want to grab and hold on to the toes. But with yin, it's less about being active and more about passivity. So rather than thinking about bringing the top of your head towards your toes, think about bringing your heart down towards your thighs. Let your hands rest beside your legs so you're not tempted to grab your legs and pull yourself down. If your neck feels uncomfortable here, you can bring your bolster underneath your forehead or even your block. Wherever you are, just making sure it feels comfortable and sustainable. And since we're here for a few minutes, you can take your time figuring out what that is for you. Also, you can bring a blanket or your bolster underneath the knees so that they have a little micro bend. Once you find that place, just closing the eyes maybe and turning your awareness inwards. Forward folds pretty much force us to do that anyway. Take a nice big breath in. Cleansing breath out. Restoring your body from the inside out, healing it. Doesn't need to look ultra transformative or like anything in particular. Even with this simple practice of minimal movement and breath awareness, you're creating a safe space in your body where you can come back home to yourself to rest and to be here. It's really easy to show up physically in a place, but have the mind be in a million different places. Just for now, invite yourself to be exactly where your body is. By tracing your breath, maybe feeling the cool air come in through your nose as you inhale, and the warm air come out of your nose as you exhale. Preparing to come up, slowly rise, Once your head comes all the way up, you can bring your shoulders up and back. Let's get into the hips. So, two options for this. You can take reclining pigeon, coming down onto your back, cross the right ankle over the left knee and keep your right toes flexed, just so you can protect your knee. And then maybe you hold on to the left thigh or the left shin. And then you can hang out there, just letting your shoulders and head hang out on the floor, and gravity does the work. Or you can take sleeping pigeon, starting off on the hands and knees, and bringing that right knee towards the right wrist. Slide your left leg back. And take a look over your shoulder. Just make sure your left leg is straight behind you. If you find yourself rolling kind of onto that right hip, that's where you'll bring your block to support you, or your bolster to support you. And you can stay on your hands or lower down onto your forearms. Wherever you are, just make sure you're not feeling this in your knees at all. You can always start off higher and then lower down once you feel your body kind of soften into the posture. Choosing to honor your body instead of your ego. Relax your jaw and your shoulders. Just noticing the parts of your body that are kind of holding you out of the pose without you even being aware of it. If you're on your back, you can bring your knees into your chest. If you're in sleeping pigeon, slowly ease your way onto your hands, and you're welcome to come out through downward dog or just come out onto your hands and knees again. Taking a moment for a counter stretch, and then find your variation of pigeon on the other side. And you don't need to do the same thing you did on the other side. Finding what works here. That's the real practice of mindfulness, not just doing a set of postures in a very strategic way, but noticing how the posture shows up in your body in this moment. Where can you soften a little bit more in your pose? Letting the earth support you rather than holding on to tension in your muscles. If you're on your back, bring your knees into your chest. If you're in sleeping pigeon, slowly rise up. And we'll all come down onto our backs together. Knees drawing inwards. And we'll just do a little supine twist, a way of neutralizing the spine after all of those forward folds. Extend the left leg down on the ground, keep that right knee in. And then send that right knee across your body towards the left. You can tee out your arms or cactus out your arms, whatever feels the best. You're just wringing out your spine. Make sure your right shoulder is on the ground so you can keep this twist in the right area of your back. Breathing deeply, even though the belly and the lungs are slightly more constricted here. And bring your head back up to center. Right knee back to your chest, and then the left. And switch sides. Right leg out, hug the left knee tight, and then bring it over to the right. That's a little poem right there. I love it. Keep that left shoulder on the ground, and then maybe look over to that left side. Big breath in. Long breath out. Bring your head back up to center. Roll onto your back. And bring both knees in. We'll make our way to Savasana, corpse pose. If you don't have any bolsters or blankets, you'll just come down into traditional Savasana, laying down on your back, palms face up. and your feet taking up their own little corner of the mat. If you do have a bolster, you may want to bring it underneath your knees, which I'm going to do here. Just move very slowly, so that you can give your lower back a little bit more stability. And maybe even a blanket too, since the body tends to run a little bit cool when we're laying down. And if you're already sitting up, you're welcome to take another puff of cannabis if it feels appropriate to you, especially if you're doing this at night time and you're just going to wind down and maybe read and listen to music and go to bed afterwards, or have like a little bath. Then you might have another puff or two to ground you. Finding that Savasana, inviting the weight of your body, just let go. The back of your head gets heavy. So do the shoulders, the tailbone, the backs of your legs, your heels, the backs of your arms, and the backs of your hands. Invite yourself to do absolutely nothing. Allowing the external world to continue to move around you while you are still. Savasana. Allow your next breath to be slightly deeper than the previous one. Bring energy and awareness back to your body. wiggling your fingers and toes, your wrists and your ankles. Just letting your movement get bigger and bigger, stretching. Keeping this calm energy that you've worked so hard to cultivate as you roll onto your side for fetal pose. And taking a moment there before pushing up to your seat. Checking in with the quality of your breath and your state of mind. Knowing that any goodness that you cultivated here doesn't need to end here. It might just be the beginning of a planted seed. Sealing in this practice, bringing your hands together. Bowing chin to chest. Thank you for practicing with me today and remembering what's always been here, your breath, your body, and your ease within your body. I hope that this planted a little seed that continues to spill off of your mat and continues to give you a sense of grounding and feeling at home in your body. If today's class was supportive for you and you feel good, I invite you to join my upcoming class at the end of this month called Roots of Rest. And it's a grounding, restorative class, another meditative practice that incorporates the grounding qualities of cannabis. And it's free for everyone to join. So I hope to see you there. You can sign up with the link, which is right below this video. Thank you.